Aquarius, what is up? Welcome to Flavored Vivid. For those of you guys new here, my name is Carissa. Welcome. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe. And for those of you guys returning, this week's readings are going to be done just a little bit differently, but they're still going to be impactful. I'm just going over general energies just because obviously I'm starting my readings so late in the week. I've been busy. Well, I was camping, so which was a beautiful experience. Happy to be back. Obviously got fully sunburnt though, and the sunburn is finally settling in my skin. But anyways, Aquarius. Listen, you guys got a very okay. Well, the song that you guys got is like a song that I, showed my daughter a long time ago when she was getting bullied at school, and it kind of like became her song. It's by so it's called "Blind to You" by Collie Buddz, which is more of like a Rasta type of music, so if you're into that here. But he says, "I'm blind to you haters, can't touch me war instigators, where is the love lately, ask you how the world run, saying blind to you haters, can't touch me rumor creators." So basically he goes over and like every single time he's like, can't touch me, with basically all this stuff. He says that he just like laughs and smiles in their face, and he's like, they would all love to see me fall by the wayside, okay? But then they try to, pray basically for his downfall here, and it just doesn't work, right? Because they're just so full of self-hatred and they're so consumed by it. And this is the energy that you guys got. And he's saying let's give love to all of these people. Let's give love to the youth. Let's give love to these energies. Like clearly they need it here. And I'm not saying to love them or to go out of your way, sacrificing yourself or anything like that. But again, to obviously stay in that vibration here. Spirit's asking you to remember that the bigger that you make it, the easier it is for people to project on you, because people don't see you as human, okay? So you could definitely work in some type of industry where you are a big name in some sort of way, okay? They try to devalue you to idealize themselves. Now, for some of you guys, this could be happening on even a smaller scale, where it's in like relationships, or it's happening with, this is Aquarius. Did I not write that in the title? I might have missed that. I'm so sorry if I did. I don't know. But the bigger that you make it, the easier it is for people to project on you, because they don't see you as a human then. It's like they automatically put you on this pedestal of like, oh, well, you've subjected yourself to this. As if, that's like saying like, oh, you got in a car accident and, you passed away. Well, you subjected yourself into getting in a car that day, so that's your fault. You know what I mean? It's just not good energy to be operating in. So these individuals don't operate in good energies, essentially, is what I'm saying. And again, they devalue you to idealize themselves, to make themselves feel better. So it's a psychological like misconduct, essentially, is what I'm seeing, and war that they're trying to like put onto you, again, because their reflection of them devaluing you is actually a reflection of the way that they feel devalued, okay? Which is why they feel it's their job to kind of nitpick and pick apart you. There's a lot of eyes on you. There's a lot of energy on you. And for whatever reason, this energy, it could be a Taurus or a Libra in particular here, but this energy is not growing. Like, it's not going anywhere. There is the wheel of fate is definitely taking here. Let me show you here. The wheel of fate is taking charge here. So all these eyes on you, all this energy that they're throwing at you here, it's not going to be their favorable outcome for this. Now, Aquarius, you guys are in this energy. We have the secret. It's almost like you're coming off, like, just intuitively speaking. I'm going to read the card. I've already read it here, so I know what it's about. But intuitively speaking, I feel like you're coming off in this mysterious way. You're coming off very secretive, very private. And it's like you're creating a lot of wonder. Like, it creates a lot of speculation on like who you are, what you're doing, and it also allows people the space to kind of try to devalue you. So some of you guys are needing to actually stand up for yourselves in certain times. That's okay as well. It's okay for you to say something, but pick and choose your battles. Like, not everything deserves your energy, and you got to recognize when people are trying to hook and bait you, right? But the secret actually talks about not needing to know everything that's going to happen in the foreseeable future. So some of you guys might be watching a lot of tarot readings. trying to figure out like, oh, are me and so going to stay together, or am I going to get this dream job? Is this going to happen? Is this going to happen? And Spirit's purposely blocking all of that information from you and creating confusion, because it's like they're trying to teach you the lesson of attachment to specific outcomes. So let's go ahead and read the card here with the secret. It says, we all walk through this world, and so does she by our side, releasing us to the understanding that we can measure with our minds at any time. We claim we wish to know, that we desire to understand the reasons and the ways of the universe. But the truth is, our minds can only connect so much and understand so much from our human framework at any given time. So she holds the entire mystery that is with us in her hands, and from them flows just enough to keep us seeking, questing, yearning, searching. It is not a deliberate withholding, but a way of measuring out experience. To release the entire knowledge of the Akashic records and for all of the souls into one being would be to disrupt us to the point of madness. So know that there are unknowns, accept that there are secrets. Focus instead on the laws that you can work with, and accept the wonder that is the presence of the soul's multiple levels, lives, selves, expressions, and know it is a fragment of a greater whole. This is why we have lifetime after lifetime. This is why we experience so much. This is why you've suffered and struggled and learned and let go and finally come to a place of compassion within yourself. The totality of your magnificence will not be lost and is known when we return for a time between the lifetimes to the home of our souls. She holds the secret and you hold the key, and you are discovering more and more with every breath, with every step on this journey called your life. So some of you guys might also be questioning, like, why do I receive so much hatred? Why does this happen to me? Why does that happen to me? Your soul came here to have specific experiences that you were meant to learn from, and you're meant to turn all of this into wisdom to share with other individuals. You know, your purpose is not necessarily just one thing. Like, I notice a lot of my clients are always like, what's my purpose? What's my purpose? What's my purpose? Your purpose will change though, because you are consistently changing and evolving. We might have specific talents and gifts that we could absolutely capitalize off of. However, our purpose is going to drastically change. Like for me, sometimes my purpose is to be just of divine love and super motherly and nurturing and empathetic, and other times my purpose is to be a total bitch, okay, and put you in your place here and say exactly what other people won't say but they were thinking, and that's okay too. Both of those are part of the purpose, right? Both of those are going to create the change that's required here. So for some of you guys, it may be in regards to your purpose. However, there's a lot of fast movement energy, fast forward progress energy that's coming in. Some of you guys are about to find yourselves really busy. There could be a lot of text messages coming in. Everybody's all of a sudden wanting your attention, your time, your energy. Okay, there's going to be a lot of quick growth, and this is going to be a quick cycle. So for this, those of you guys experiencing confusion or feeling a little bit of disruption, again, this is a very quick cycle here. It's going to be a very exciting cycle as well. All right. Some of you guys, we also have the healing relationships card. And so this is like, there's two ways to really work on healing your relationship. Number one is, how can I make my response more active rather than passive? And the way that you do that is to engage with them. Hi honey, how was your day? And then they say, oh, my day was crap. My boss, really got on me here. I had my computer broke down. And it's like, oh man, I'm so sorry that your boss got on you and that your computer broke down. That would be really frustrating. It's engaging with them, engaging in the conversations. Another way is, how can I make my response more constructive rather than destructive? And that's to be empowering, okay? And empower them. And like, well, today might have been an off day, but tomorrow is definitely going to be better. And I know that you're so capable of this, and these things were out of your control. That's an empowering response. It's showing that you're supporting your partner. It's showing that you're listening to your partner, that they're seen, that they're heard. Okay, some of you guys are needing that within your dynamics, your relationships, okay? But some of you guys, you need to be mindful here, apparently. They are not sorry. They're taking the focus off their actions and deflecting. You deserve better. So some of you guys are dealing with somebody who's like deflecting, and you're continuously trying to be like a better friend, a better lover, whatever it is, but they're putting all of their bad behaviors onto you and making you take accountability and the blame for things that they're responsible for. So be aware of that, okay? Let's go ahead and see what we actually have live here. An army of angels are protecting you. The light and dark has your back. That came up in Scorpio's reading. You can absolutely have Scorpio in your chart. If so, go check out that reading. That was a really good reading. I did like that reading. Love that here. And also, if you've got Aquarius and Scorpio in your chart, I want to see your whole chart because I've got Aquarius and Scorpio in my chart too. So what's up? I'm not an Aquarius sun though. Anyways, messages please for, well, if I was born a few hours later, it would have been, but let's see. Messages please for Aquarius. What do we have? Messages for it. Thank you. We have cyberbully. Nice. I'm blind to you. Hate us. Okay. Yes, you're blind to the war instigators here. You do have a cyberbully, though, people that are just trying to bring you down, all right? We also have, just because somebody does nice things for you does not mean that you're indebted to them. Make sure that you hold people accountable for all of their actions. This is a big one, okay? This is such a big one here. Now, this would be like, well, this person, you know, they do all these kind things for me. They brought me lunch one time and they gave me a ride to work one time, etc. But, you know, they call me Sally the Sloot every single day. That's, you have to hold them accountable. Like, do you hold your friends accountable when they make racial slurs, even though they're your friends? Yes, because who does that? You don't do that. That's disrespectful, right? So you need to hold certain people accountable here for their behavior, okay? We'll see how that shows up. Messages for Aquarius, thank you so much. We have pretending to be awakened but doesn't embody divine truth. So you've got somebody around you who's pretending to be awakened. They do not embody this divine truth, okay? The highest form of love is consideration. Some of you guys, this could be a partner, a friend, anybody close to you. This does feel like in close proximity to you here, where it's like, you know, they're never considering the way that their actions will impact you, the way that their words will impact you. Like, they're just not a considerate individual. Like, for example, here, that's one of my biggest things that make me angry is when people are not considerate. Now, I don't care when, like, a complete stranger or somebody off of the internet isn't considerate. I don't give an F, okay? I'm like, okay. Say it with your chest to my face. Exactly, you'd never. But I do care when it comes from a very close friend or, you know, my romantic partner or, you know, a family member or something like that. Like, at that point in time, yes, I absolutely care because I would have never done that. I would have never done that. And so it does matter. And again, that's where you have to hold people accountable. It's like, I consider the way that, you know, I made sure to load the dishes into the dishwasher because I knew that you were going to come home and you were going to want to eat. For example, I'm just giving like the lamest example here, so bear with me. Want to come home and eat here, and that way at least you have clean dishes. That was me being considerate, right? And it's like these other people around you, they don't consider that. They're like, screw it, I'm too lazy. Aquarius can just do the dishes. You know, it's like that type of thing here, right? Let's go ahead and see what we've got. Tell me about cyberbully. Cyberbully for Aquarius. Again, people are just, the high priestess in reverse. Could be a Pisces that's doing this here. Two of Wands. It's somebody who's definitely watching you online. All right. So they could be watching some sort of public platform that you guys have. But it's like they plot and they plan against you. Six of Cups. It's somebody from your past that you've walked away from, but they can't let go of you. This could be a fake profile as well. They're watching you through a fake profile. This person's intuition is really blocked. Okay. They have a lot of secrets, or they think that you're secretive. Again, we have secrets here. And then the high priestess in the reverse represents secrets as well. So there's somebody here who it's like they're secretly watching you. They don't want you to know that they're watching you, but you do know that they're watching, okay? It's like that's part of the mystery. Yeah, justice in the reverse. Could be a Libra. It doesn't have to be. You can have Libra in your chart. But this person is purposely trying to bring you down. Why though? Nine of Cups, for their own selfish gain, for their own selfish pleasure. Again, it makes them feel good. It's like they're trying to idealize themselves by devaluing you. If they take away all of your value or what they perceive as your value, because let's be honest, if your value lies outside of yourself, anybody can take it. But when it lies within your heart, you can't snatch that crap. You cannot snatch it. And that's where it's so important to love yourself, to value yourself, because that's something that cannot be taken away. Right? It's kind of like, oh, if you have a successful business and, oh no, that's a bad example here. Just stick to the one that I have here. You have this like harmony, this self-restraint, this inner wisdom about yourself. Okay. What are they bullying Aquarius for? Two of Cups, who you choose to love. Okay. the Star card, just because you are who you are, because of your inspiration, because you're in alignment with your path, because you're a healer. Seven of Swords, and they're like in denial. They've been doing this for a long time here. This person, you know, it's like they can't defeat you though. You're like undefeated energy is what I'm getting. Five of Wands in reverse, and you don't even go out of your way to like acknowledge this person. You don't consent to this energy. You don't fight back with this individual, whoever this person is. Okay, King of Cups here, you're much wiser and you're like, no thank you. Six of Swords, this is somebody who just can't move on from the past though. All right, Ten of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, they're being forced to let go. Okay, the Death card and karma. Yeah, they're getting some sort of karma. Oh, the Six of Wands, they're watching you get good karma, good justice here. Eight of Cups in the reverse, and they can't stop any of it. This person, again, they're really settling, which is unfortunate for them. Okay, but basically they're doing it because they can't stop you, but they want to, and it's like they're addicted to it. I'm addicted, and yeah, they're addicted, and they can't get enough here. The Magician in the reverse, they're addicted to being in this energy. It could be a Taurus or a Libra. This could be a mother figure as well for some of you guys, which is unfortunate but very common. Okay, it's just somebody. It's a disempowered woman. It's a disempowered feminine energy that is doing this. All right, this person has they lack self-care. They're very insecure. They neglect like everything going wrong in their life. They are not producing anything. They're completely fruitless. They're barren in whatever way. They're barren in forms of creation, so they can't create anything for themselves. Wheel of Fortune here, yeah, and the only thing they're creating is karma. Okay, well, good for them. At least they're creating something. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, this person here, they're very materialistic too. Like this person, this could be the one pretending to be awakened. It's like they act like they know more than you. They act like they're more righteous than thou, you know. It's like a weird energy, but they don't embody divine truth, so they're definitely not more righteous. Yeah, Three of Wands in the reverse, and they can't manifest anything. Just because somebody does nice things for you doesn't mean that you're indebted to them. Make sure that you hold people accountable for all of their actions. Hello, Anna. Welcome, welcome. Messages, please. The Strength card. Listen, and the Three of Pentacles. I don't care if people think that you are argumentative. I don't care. Okay? If you've noticed, okay, people that bring up things that others are uncomfortable with or what others would perceive as conflict, okay, are always considered or demonized as like you know, argumentative and problematic, but that's not problematic. What's problematic is that the majority of the people in this world actually go around to all these other individuals and they tell everybody else about the problem except for the person that they got a problem with. And this is the energy here, okay, where you're dealing with somebody who's telling everybody about their problem with you except for you. Except for you. But as soon as you confront them about this, they're gonna have nothing to say here, because the thing is it makes them so uncomfortable to actually confront it. They just want sympathy, and they want people to see them as a victim. They want to paint you in a bad light, again, to make themselves feel better, right? For some of you guys, you're gonna be arguing with like a coworker or a friend of yours. There's gonna be a big argument that kind of comes up here, and this person could absolutely learn from this experience. So it is divinely guided is what I'm getting. Okay. And you need to empower yourself. Yeah. You could be dealing with like a Gemini. You could be a Gemini here, and you're going to be, part of you is going to be like, screw it. Like, I'm just going to let this go. Don't let it go. Don't let it go. Eight of Wands in the reverse here, because it's something that, yeah, Six of Cups in the reverse. It's something that needs to be settled now. It's something that needs to be done now here. So some of you guys are really needing the strength and the self-empowerment. Yeah, the Magician. And recognize that you have all the tools and resources in you. Do not overthink this, okay? Five of Pentacles in the reverse. It's not going to be as bad as you think, and you're actually going to help this person break free from some sort of paradigm that they've been stuck in for a very long time. Ten of Wands. They've been stuck in this for a very long time. So wouldn't want to be the ones that helps people become more aware, which is actually you empowering them, even if they choose to perceive it in a negative way. I say things all the time, and I have no doubt in my mind that people are like, yeah, okay, you know, they perceive it in such a negative way. I mean, there was a friend today where I was just like, hey, you know, I think that you're listening with your ego. That's okay. So what? I do that all the time. I listen with my ego. You know, it doesn't mean that I'm more righteous than them. It's just I'm aware, like in this moment, that they were doing that. And that's not what my intention was behind, you know, bringing something up to them or teaching them a specific thing. You know, we were talking about like astrology and stuff, right? And I wasn't bringing that up, you know, to hurt them. I was bringing it up to help them because it's definitely something in their chart that they're going to need to work through. But of course, they wanted to be apprehensive essentially to what I was saying, and that's what I'm getting here. It's like these people may be apprehensive to it, but what you say at the end of the day is very helpful, and it's a gift. Okay, so I want you to recognize yourself as a gift in these situations, and be honest with these individuals. Tell me about pretending to be awakened but doesn't embody divine truth. The Five of Swords here, okay? And the Seven of Swords. Oh no, these people are full of devalue. Okay, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. The only thing they're connected to here. All right, I know. Listen, you know, okay. The nicest way to put this energy, even though Spirit's showing me the funniest stuff right now, but it's not appropriate, so I'm not going to say it. And my guides are just wild. But we want you to know that a bee does not spend all of its time explaining to a fly why honey is better than poop. Okay, let these flies go attract and like just be out there in the reality of being like, my poop is better. You know what I mean? You're a bee. You're not. You're just a different energy, okay, a different vibrational concept, and they're not going to be able to understand it. They don't have the comprehension here to understand this, okay? Yeah, Four of Cups here. They're going to reject like your ideas, and it's like these individuals, they're rejecting it because they think that they're, again, more righteous than you, and they're not. Yeah, Page of Wands here. I mean, they're still showing up as a page. Page of Wands to the Ten of Wands with the Moon card. These people are devalue, literally, okay? They create a lot of illusions here. And it's like, these people are going to be overburdened by the reality that they're creating for themselves, okay? So don't personalize this, but you do have somebody around you. Could definitely be a Cancer. Does not have to be. We do have the Moon card. Could be your mother with the Moon. Mother represents the Moon, okay? Seven of Swords, Gemini. Not really getting any big signs. Could be a Virgo. Okay, we have Sagittarius here as well. But basically somebody's subconscious like makes them feel like they're better than others and like they know everything when they don't. It's like if you think you're not teachable, you're already operating in ego, and that's what this person doesn't understand. Yeah, the Temperance card and the Justice card in the reverse. They're really creating a lot of bad karma for themselves because they're not listening to their discernment, or they don't have an established discernment, okay? This is somebody who like tries to come off as like a know-it-all, but they really know nothing, you know? It's like they think they know it all, but they know nothing. It's like my daughter who's like, you know, it's like kids who, you know, once they become teenagers, they swear they know everything better than you. Like you were never a teenager before and you just would never understand. Right? And unfortunately we do understand from experience a long time ago, right? And it's kind of that energy. And so these people like unjustly or unfairly criticize or scrutinize you in some sort of way, again, because it fuels their ego. Then it makes them feel like they're better than thou. The Death card and the reverse. And I feel like you are just here to create some sort of change, and these people are resistant to accept that change that you're creating. Okay, Nine of Cups, even though to bring them wish fulfillment and happiness, and it would inspire them, it's like they'll never give you the credit for you. Yeah, I'm hearing the Miley Cyrus, I can buy myself flowers. Okay, so it's like individuals will never want to give you like the credit or anything like that, but you are a very positive leader. You you know, you're really good. Like you have this social dominance about you. You're very open-minded, you're resilient, and you know, I do see you being celebrated amongst all these individuals that are purposely trying to reject you. Those that reject you, yeah, thank you, go away, you're celebrated. Like those that reject you are not meant to be for you, and don't worry, clear the path. Like don't sit there and ask a snake why they're being a snake. Like, why'd you bite me? No, they're a snake, that's why they bit you. Here, focus on removing the venom. Like focus on getting that out of your life, you know? And that's what I'm seeing in this situation. So you have somebody around you who's pretending to be awakened, but they're not. Okay, they're not at all. Yeah, Five of Cups here. Those people are going to have a lot of regret. They're going to be sorely mistaken here. The highest form of love is consideration. Tell me about this for Aquarius. The Justice card. You're very fair. You're a very balanced person. Ten of Swords in the reverse. I feel like you are not one to like criticize or judge other individuals here. Okay. You're a deep thinker is what I'm seeing, especially at night. Like I feel like you have a lot of thoughts that really come into you. You could definitely be a night owl, or there's a lot of creativity that happens at the night, in the nighttime. You might work at night for some of you guys. Okay, I'm getting an energy that like works at night for some reason here. The Emperor card in the reverse. Wow. Okay, you've got a lot of people who misuse their power around you. Okay, they think, I'm going to be real with you, and you might not like this, but they think that basically they take your kindness for weakness. They think that because you're so kind, you're so generous, you're so loving, you know, you're so cutesy, you're so demure, because you have all these energies innately about you, that they don't have to listen to you, or they don't have to respect you, or they don't have to value you, right? But they do. These people are, it could be an Aries in particular that's doing this, all right? But it's definitely an energy of like people who have poor leadership skills and abilities. It's like they're not considering you. For some of you guys, this is a father figure that's like not considering you, or a boss that's like not considering you, and that's the highest form of love. For some of you guys, this is your partner. You know, you could be married and in a relationship here, and this person's just not a considerate person. They're just not. It's like, why? Don't expect from them what you give, because this person does not operate in the same wavelength as you, okay, for whatever reason. Okay, there's somebody here that could be coming back from your past, I'm getting, for some of you guys, and it's like this person does not learn their lesson. I don't know why I'm picking that up. I'm not picking up on, I'm not doing love or any of those readings today. I'm just doing general messages. But this, yeah, the highest form of love is consideration. It's like this person never considered you or how things made you feel, and now they're gonna definitely sit with the repercussions of that. Okay, they could be experiencing that. You're a survivor in some sort of way. You could have also had a lot of past trauma, and so people saw you as somebody who's just like dumb. You're just surviving the trauma and da-da-da. You know, it's like they discredited you because of your past and like who you were in the past. All right. But really that's their fear, because the things that you have been through would have destroyed them. And so they're afraid of you. They're afraid of what you actually have to give, what you actually have to offer. They're afraid that you continue persevering through things that would have absolutely destroyed them. The Empress card in the reverse and the Nine of Pentacles. You're very independent. You're free from this. You're very connected to spirit, and people can see that. They can see that you're not like a group thinker. You don't conform to society, and they do, you know. They don't have the ultimate truth, though. The Magician in the reverse, they have a distorted truth. For some of you guys, you're breaking like generational patterns and generational curses, okay? And maybe it's like your family doesn't understand you or something. You feel very misunderstood. You know, they're not really considering you or how you feel. Yeah, Five of Wands in the reverse. And then you don't really bring it up because you don't want to be problematic, but some of you guys need to bring it up. Again, like we already talked about here, you need to make sure that you hold people accountable for all of their actions. I'm going to be really dramatic with my example here, but it's like an addict, and then you giving an addict their drug of choice. That's what you're doing in this situation. You're allowing an addict to stay an addict. You are not helping them by suppressing yourself and suppressing your authentic truth. So some of you guys are really needing to stop allowing like temptation or fantasy of what you think the outcome will give you, and start recognizing that divine truth here, okay? Again, I don't think that you're problematic in any way, but yeah, you might be like, oh, yeah, exactly. Your love is genuine. Don't change is literally the next card. And then worrying is like worshiping the problem. Tell me about your love is genuine. Thank you. We have the Emperor card in the upright and the Ace of Wands in the reverse. If it's not received by others in a positive way, it's because of their perception. And a great example of that is, you know, somebody here, and I appreciate them, their comment has, I don't care, it affects me in 0 ways, okay? But I'm just using it as an example. I give a downloaded song at the beginning of these readings, right? And I do it by sharing shuffle, and somebody's like, I listened to that song and it just was not for me. And I was like, okay. Thank you for sharing. Like, All right. You know, it's like not everything is going to be for them, you know, and it's very vain to think that everything, absolutely everything down to the minuscule details of a collective reading are going to be for just one person and one person only. And then the way that they looked at that song was in a very demonized way. You know, they perceived that song in a very negative light. Whereas me, I perceived it and I was like, wow, I could see it at this vibration and at this and da da da. And I could see why his spirit had chosen that song for this channeling. It's that type of energy, right? But anyways, it's people who want to like dominate themselves over you. Be careful about people that try to dominate your spirit. Again, your love is genuine. Don't change. Definitely be prepared for delays though. Or it's like they want you prepared for delays. They want you to feel delayed, like you're never going to get the love that you put out back. They want you to feel like you're never going to get the love that you put out back. Interesting. Page of Wands. Exactly. But it is coming back to you. Okay, you are free, you're creative. Okay, you have this charisma and this excitement. Yeah, Knight of Cups. Keep listening to spirit, keep being love, keep being high vibrational. All right, tell me about worrying is like worshiping the problem. We have the 3 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. So that breaks down to the number 7. So the 7 of Pentacles, you've been worried about something for a long time, or you're consistently worried about like, where am I going to be in the future? What's my finances going to look like? What's my love life going to look like if I make this decision? What is this going to look like here? And that's where that secret card really came out to play in your guys' reading, where Spirit's like, don't worry, we have a plan for you. You're not meant to know everything. Stop holding on so tightly to specific outcomes. All right, allow yourself to learn as you go. Learning as you go is a great mentality here. It's like I look at everything like an opportunity, and I'm learning as I go, which learning as I go is going to turn me into a master. I'm no longer going to be the student. I'm going to become the master. However, I am a forever student of life. It's like you're a forever student of life. There's always going to be something new to learn, to grow from. Okay, the Justice card and the Ten of Cups. But ultimately know that you will be happy with the outcome. You will be happy with the results here as long as you continue to grow, to transform. 4 of Wands. Yeah, some of you guys here, there is like happy marriage, family life. Okay, if you're buying a property or something like that, that could be coming up for you this week as well. But we aren't getting into love or career this week, so that's just what I've got for you guys. Geez, I almost called you Sagittarius. You be Sag, cross watching, you could have Sag in your chart. But Aquarius, I love you guys here. Again, don't let people devalue you, or you know, don't let their perception of you take anything from you. Okay, just know that some people don't have pattern recognition and continuity, and you know, people are always leaving you taking more than they give. So maybe reevaluate what role you play in other people's lives if you're feeling devalued, if you're feeling whatever it may be. Like, decide how you can take your power back more, give less, but still receive at the same time. It's like, you know, understanding what role you play in reality and stuff like that, and letting the good come back to you here. Don't be afraid to make change is kind of what I'm getting. All right, I love you, Aquarius. Don't forget to like, to share. I do appreciate it. Comment down below, let me know how this resonated with you, and I will see you next week. Bye, Aquarius.